Hello and welcome to Reliquary Duels Pre-Game Deck Tech, the show where we talk about the decks we will be playing on stream. Today we'll be covering the commander deck Martin, will be running built around Depala Pilot Exemplar. Depala Pilot Exemplar is for one generic and a red and white. You get a 3/3 legendary creature dwarf pilot that reads, other dwarves you control get +1/+1, each vehicle you control gets +1/+1 for as long as it's a creature, and whenever Depala Pilot Exemplar becomes tapped, you may pay X. If you do, reveal the top X cards of your library. Put all dwarf and vehicle cards from among them into your hand, and put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. This deck will be centered around playing dwarves, gearing them up, then having them drive vehicles to victory in the quickest way possible. Category 1. Beards. Glorious Beards. Let's start off the dwarves in the deck with Fearless Liberator, War Chanter Skald, and Dwarven Reinforcements, which all can generate 2/1 dwarf tokens, while Reckless Crew can generate a token for each of our vehicles and equipment. Veteran Motorist and Gearshift 8 each provide bonuses when they crew vehicles, and SRAM, Senior Artificer, provides card draw whenever we play vehicles and equipment, while Rev, Master Smith, and Cole, the Forge Master, each provide an onboard bonus for using them. Minelayer and Dwarven Blast Miner can put some pressure on our opponents with their land destructive abilities, while Vault Robber and Magda Brazen Outlaw can create us some treasure tokens to help ramp ahead, or sacrifice them to Magda to search for some better artifacts. Runeforged Champion tutors up one of the two runes in the deck and make them cheaper to cast. Bomb Squad and Fairgrounds Warden provide some additional creature removal, and Toolcraft Exemplar becomes more powerful the more artifacts we have. Digsite Engineer can create powerful constructs of every artifact we play, while Hoffrey Ghostforge and Radiant Scroll Wielder are not as on theme in this deck, but I felt they provide enough value to make up for it. And closing out this category is a highlight card, that being Dwarven Recruiter. Dwarven Recruiter is for 2 generic and a red. You get a 2/2 creature dwarf that reads, when Dwarven Recruiter enters the battlefield, search your library for any number of dwarf cards, reveal them, then shuffle your library and put those cards on top in any order. This dwarf can tutor up any of the dwarves in this deck and put them on top of our library, where they can be picked up using Depala to gain immense value. Moving on to Category 2, Need for Speed. Gilded Assault Cart, Oval Chase Dragster, and Fleetwheel Cruiser are all vehicles that want to hit hard and fast, while Peace Walker Colossus can crew any of our vehicles for 2 mana, while Cultivator's Caravan can double as a strong vehicle or a mana rock. Smuggler's Copter, Colossal Plow, Raider's Carve, Daredevil Dragster, Weatherlight, and Sky Sovereign Console Flagship all provide additional value for moving in on the attack. Finally, Demolition Stomper, Untethered Express, and Heart of Kirin are all vehicles which dominate with size. Now onto the next category, Category 3, Gear Up. Starting off are some equipment which all provide some solid power bonuses and keyword abilities with Fire Shrieker, Forebear's Blade, Lockstone Warhammer, Sword of Vengeance, Maul of the Skyclaves, and Dwarven Hammer. Prowler's Helm provides a creature of evasion, and Swiftfoot Boots, which grants a creature hexproof and haste for some speed and protection. Prying Blade, Goldvein Pick, and Sword of the Animist each provide some ramp for moving into battle, while Sunforger and Shadowspear each provide value outside of combat. Heirloom Blade grants us another creature of the same type upon death, and Siege Modification grants a spicy bonus to one of our creatures, or it can be enchanted to a vehicle to have it pull a Tesla and drive itself, in addition to its other bonuses. Rune of Speed and Rune of Sustenance can provide a useful keyword ability and both function with Runed Crown, which can effectively be either of them. And Argentum Armor, Bearded Axe, and Blackblade Reforge all can make a creature utterly devastating in their ability to smash face. Category 4, All the Rest. Not everything in the deck fits into a set category, so here's everything else the deck is running. Starting with 2 removal spells and Swords to Plowshares and Rip Apart. Pia's Revolution can return destroyed artifacts to hand provided an opponent of our choice chooses not to take damage, while Duretti, Scrap Savant, and Wake the Past both can recur artifacts from the graveyard. Open the Armory can tutor any equipment, while Forging the Tyrite Sword can do the same with some treasure thrown into the mix. Armed and armored and start your engines both crew all of our vehicles while providing further benefits to our team, while Boros Charm can protect our entire board while also having other options. Fires of Vengeance can let us cast spells for free with a limit to how many. This can let us play equipment for free and spend our mana to equip. And Coat of Arms can provide a massive pump to our Dwarves as well as all other creatures sharing a creature type. Archaeomancer's Map is a fantastic artifact that can help us ramp as our opponents ramp ahead of you. And finally, we are running Soul Ring, Talisman of Conviction, and Boros Signet as some mana rocks. Category 5, Lands. In the final category here, we'll be starting with some utility lands in Axgard Armory and Buried Ruin. Ancient Den, Great Furnace, and Darksteel Citadel are all lands that doubles artifacts. Dwarven Mine can create us a 1/1 dwarf token if we have enough mountains. And for mana fixing, we are running Command Tower, Path of Ancestry, Glimmer Void, Boros Garrison, Windscarred Crag, Alpine Meadow, Needle Spires, Temple of Triumph, Clifftop Retreat, and Inspiring Vantage. And for some basic lands, we are running 5 mountains and 6 plains. And that concludes this deck tech. I hope you enjoyed it. To see this deck in action, tune into the Reliquary Duels 2 stream on May 30th, 2021 at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also tune in tomorrow to catch the next Reliquary Duels deck tech. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, as well as leaving a comment on what you would run in the deck. I am Martin from the Reliquary Tower. Thanks for watching.